Hey my little peacocks, it's Poppycock Cosplay with another tutorial. I am deciding to show how to do liquid latex scars, how to make things look really gruesome when it's kind of not. Please forgive me. I am a little bit under the weather, and also if I make a few faces it's because the liquid latex anyway, it smells like rotten eggs. However, I am going to try to get through this as fast as I can and try to give the best information I have for you guys. So first off, what you're going to need is your liquid latex. You're also going to need a contouring palette. I am going to be using the one that's darkest to my skin. Also, foundation works. I actually use a lighter color in this, but it's all in my room right now. So, you also need some eyeshadow or color blush to make it look a little bit red, because if you not notice, certain scars, like if you can look on my arms real quick, this one in particular is healed up completely. However, it still shows a little bit of the blood marks that have been lost. If you look at scars completely, they can look really nasty or they can look really, really gruesome. It just depends on how you want to take it. Okay, sorry, again, I'm a little out of it. Anyway, first thing you're going to do is take your liquid latex after you've moisturized your face. You're going to take a paintbrush or a brush that you don't mind ruining. I use paintbrushes because I can get them for dirt ass cheap. You take a little bit of latex and, you know what, let's dual scar this out. You're going to dab a thin layer on your face. You're going to let it dry. Be careful not to get it on your face or your eyebrows. That is a big... it's a pain to get it off. Also, you're going to want to make the layers super thin. Let's pretend I'm doing my dual scar mango. Put it through. That way it looks like it's gone through the eye. And if you really want to make it look more authentic, you put a mesh contact in that eye, and it makes it look as if the scar has gone through, as if you've been scratched across the cornea. You let this dry a little bit. As soon as it's dry, you add another layer. So I'll check back with you after a few seconds. Welcome back. As you can see, it's completely dry, which means you can barely see it. Unless I shine my face up in the light like this, you can tell where you were marked. Your second thing, you're going to do it again, just to add a little bit more depth. You're going to do this about 2-3 times. In other words, once it's dry, you're going to go straight over it with another coat. Just slightly over it, another thin coat. It'll add it a little bit more depth, and what it will do is it'll start crinkling to your face lines. It's actually a really cool trick. It's better than, I think, the toilet paper technique, which I have done that before for dual scar. I've also done that for sober Gamzee. Personally, I didn't like those techniques. Well, it's just a tutorial. It'll show the larger effect anyway. Doesn't need to be perfect. Also, a little fun fact. Did you know that you can use this stuff for curlos? Actually, you can actually dot it above your lips and hold string that way. Because liquid latex is not just a thing that you can use for stage makeup, like making scars and making wounds. You can actually use it for adhesive purposes. You can use it for, instead of spirit gum, if you run out of spirit gum, you can actually use this. I use this on my ear fins a lot because I don't like the feel of spirit gum. I don't like wiggling it when the latex piece is so little. I also use it on my penguin nose. But that's just me. yeah, this is actually one of my favorite little tools. So we'll go ahead and wait a little bit and then I'll show you how to do it. I'm going to do 3 layers, so after this I'm going to put on 1 more layer. And then I will show you how to contour and how to make it look gory. Okay, as you can see, I've added a few more layers, just 1. I have 3 layers up. Layers, and as you can see, it does shine a little bit, which is a great thing. As you can also see, is that it doesn't exactly match my skin tone very well, so after you're done, you're going to put some liquid foundation on. After that, you'll powder, which will give it a little bit more. Me, I tend to use a pale tone whenever I do scarification, or if I'm doing Homestuck, say for Dual Scar or Cronus, or even Carlos. If I ever do Carlos, I've done makeup tests for him, I wasn't too happy with it. You just basically do the same thing as you would on your normal day, just to take that shine away, or to make it match. I'm not doing a very good job. I'm already pale, fuck. Dude, I'm already pale enough as it is. I do not need that much, unfortunately. Okay. As you can see, is that it does match a little bit better now. However, you're also going to need to powder it. This is what I do to even out everything. Just go with your facial lines. It'll muff out some of the powder or some of the shine as well. Also, if you sweat a lot, it'll help a little bit with that. You can see that it's a little bit crustier, which is a good thing. After that, you're going to take a small brush and slightly darken it. Just very slightly. I suggest using a brush about this size. Take the lightest color in your contouring palette and go down. Add a little bit of depth to it. Or, instead of the lightest, since that's not really a good word, you can use the lightest to your skin color. Would be a better term for this. It adds a little bit of depth while being a little less noticeable. Just saying. Since I am fair as fair can be, as fair as fuck, I should use the slightly light palette. See, that's a little bit of definition. It makes it pop out a little bit more. After that, and please bear with me with this, I always get some really weird looks when I say this. Use chapstick, it'll make the eyeshadow not stick better. Just dab it on your finger, don't kneel it like I just did, and or like this. It'll And it will also lighten up some areas. If you also noticed from what I was showing you on like my own personal body, I have some, you know, like scars myself where I always look for reference. If you look, they have slight pink to them. Also, the scars on my leg, unfortunately, I can't really show them because that would be really triggering. However, to do this, take my eyeshadow palette. No, don't do that. What you're gonna do is take your blush palette and go slightly with an even smaller brush. Me, I have my eyeliner brush for this. To add a little bit of hue, which you're most unsparkling, you just right down. Like that. It can be even sporadic. That's up on you. But you're also going to add a little bit of the darker to add a little bit more contouring, a little bit more depth. And there you go. And if you want it to look a little bit nastier, what you could do is go back to your contouring palette, go a shade darker, and go around as well. But that is if you want to make it look fresh. In this case, I want it to look fresher. So, super simple. There we go. Super simple scars. And if you want to make it look even fresher, what you could do is take another palette, and if you follow the link down there, you can find a tutorial for my bruising tutorial. It's a little bit extra. Anyway, my little peacocks, I'm gonna go back to bed. I'm really not feeling so hot. So I will see y'all later. Subscribe, like, do whatever. Have a great night.